Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another Magic the Gathering video, and this time featuring a deck that I like to call Band Together. And the reason I named it so, it's because it's an Orzhov Superfriends deck. And if some of you may remember, my first ever video about Magic the Gathering Arena was me making an Orzhov Superfriends deck, because I think Superfriends is a phenomenal archetype and I really enjoy it, and I do love Orzhov a lot. So Orzhov Superfriends it is. And the difference between this version and that version is night and day. Honestly, there are a few reasons for that. Obviously, my card pool is way larger now, so I have way more cards to pick from. But honestly, I think the main reason is just that I got better at making decks, and I'm super glad I made these two versions just to see that improvement, because I've been playing Magic for, like 3 months now. Well, I've been playing Magic for long before that. Well, not long, like a year and a half, but I've started playing Arena 3 months ago, I believe, something like that. And I never deck build for myself. I was always net decking. So deck building for me was huge in Magic, because it's way more difficult than any other games, because you have to balance lands and units and all sort of stuff. The game works just completely different from any other game I used to deck build from, which is Legends of Runeterra and Hearthstone, stuff like that. But yeah, it was a challenge that I was willing to take upon myself, because if you want to make content, you pretty much gotta learn how to make your own decks, because I don't think anyone wants to watch a filthy net decker, which, you can net deck. I mean, they obviously, I'm making those videos so you can pick them and basically play them for yourself. But definitely strive to create your own decks. I think this is the Magic experience. I think Magic allows for such variety when it comes to deck building, and you can literally make your own deck and go wild with it. I think this is the best part about Magic. You don't have to be stuck in current archetype, even though if the meta is preferring some, certain cards, I think you can play your own cards and do some good with them. Competitively speaking, you can still win. It's not like in, Legends of Runeterra, where you build an off-meta deck and you just lose to every other meta deck. Magic is different in that regard, and I'm so happy it is, because that's what makes it unique. But yeah, the difference between this version and the first version I ever made is substantial. So I'm super glad to actually show you this deck. And I'm gonna showcase it horizontally. Usually I showcase my decks vertically. So let me know in the comments what you prefer more. We're just gonna make an experiment here. So basically, this deck, Orzhov Superfriends. So I guess we're just gonna start with the Superfriends, right? Wandering Emperor, 4 copies. We all know and love her. Keck, really good card, insanely busted. Just 4 copies, no really further discussion needed. Sorin the Mirthless, 2 copies, really great card. Such an awesome planeswalker. Gives you a unit, gives you card draw in cost of life, but most of the time you're gonna hit lands, and that's really good. He draw you lands for free, that's phenomenal. Phenomenal. And now we have a new addition we need to talk about, which is Kaya Spirit's Justice. Really nice card. I actually tried to put 2 copies of her, but most of the time you don't really need 2 copies, you're just kinda okay with 1. So 1 copy it is. Now it is a new planeswalker, so we should talk about her real quick. 4 mana, 3 loyalty. And she has a text. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control and or creature card in your graveyard are put into exile, you may choose a creature card from among them until the end of turn. Target token you control becomes a copy of it, except it has flying. Now that line is completely redundant. We don't care about this line at all. We just play her for the, pluses and minuses. But basically this is a pretty nice line. Maybe we'll build a deck around that line one day, but not now. So for now, we care about the plus and minus, which is +2, surveil 2, then exile card from a graveyard, which is phenomenal. There are a lot of graveyard-based decks running around right now. So having a way to exile from graveyard, maybe you want to exile a card from memory, like Memory Delusion, stuff like that, which is being played right now because Azorius is top meta deck. Or maybe you just want to use the +1, which is insane. Create a 1/1 white and black spirit creature token with flying, which is absolutely nuts. On a plus, you create a token with flying, which the entire meta is around flying right now. If you play the current meta, you already noticed. So making a token and it being a plus and not a minus is absolutely crazy. Very insane card, a very like insane effect, and you're gonna use it most of the time. And the -2 is really great. You exile target creature you control, and for each other player, you exile one target creature they control. So you can create a token, and next turn, you can use the -2, and maybe exile the token you just made, which is, you know, you don't really care about this token right now, and you get to exile something your opponent has on board, like a creature, a really strong creature, and that's really good. Really, really good and powerful effect. So that's why we run one copy of the Kaya Spirit's Justice. Now, of course, we run 2 copies of Lily. I initially had 3, but 3 is a bit much. She's not that great right now, so 2 copies it is. She's really flexible. You can use it for the minus, you can use it for the plus. If you somehow get to the ultimate, you pretty much won the game, but you'll never reach it. But it's really cool. It's really cool regardless. And of course, 1 copy of the Ashiok, just to cover some more space in that 5-mana slot. Really good. Makes you a new unit, drawing new cards, so why not? Really good Planeswalker. And of course, how can we run a Superfriends deck without Vraska? You might even consider putting 1 more copy of her. I felt like it wasn't really necessary, but if you feel like you need to add 1 more copy, then sure, go for it. But again, most of the meta is aggro, so you're not gonna ultimate Planeswalker easily. And it's not like an Urza, it's not an Urza Saga deck. Well, how do you call it? Like the Urza Assemble the Titans, that is the saga, that's the saga name. If it was an Urza Assemble the Titans deck, I would definitely put even 3 copies of Vraska, but it's not, it's just a standard Super Friends deck, and 1 copy is more than enough. And of course, we have Kaya Intangible Slayer, which is one of my favorite Planeswalker in the current meta. Such a phenomenal Planeswalker. The stuff that she do is crazy. Crazy. And she has hexproof, so she's incredibly difficult to deal with. And the only way pretty much to deal with her using a spell is Shelly's Edict, as far as I know. Right? There might be some more other spells that I'm not really certain of, but yeah. Shelly's Edict right now is the ultimate ways of dealing with her, but you can play her and have another Planeswalker on board, and then you can sacrifice the other Planeswalker, but she remains safe and sound. So, phenomenal Planeswalker, everything she does is relevant, and that's pretty much it in terms of the Super Friends. So, as you can already see, I said this meta is fitted to fight the, you know, this deck is fitted to fight against the current meta, so naturally, we got Farewell, Sunfall, Lauren of the Tiered Path, 2 copies, because there's so many artifacts and enchantments running around now, it's not even funny, you really need that. 4 copies of Temporary Lockdown. I cannot breathe without this card. This card just demolish every single aggro enjoyer, and there's a lot right now, so yeah, card's absolutely giga busted. You may put 3 copies and 1 in the sideboard and put something else inside the deck if you feel like it. But 4 copies work totally fine for me. I feel like this card was played in every single matchup almost. I mean, the only matchup you're not gonna play this card is against Control. But we got other stuff against Control. And yeah, this card is just insane. It just saves your life against aggro every single time. Now, basically, we do have the 2 copies of Phyrexian Arena. Initially, I had 3, but 3 is a bit much, because you are going to face aggro most of the time, and this card is pretty dumpster against aggro. It's just really insane against Control. And yeah, cards giga nuts. If you play this against Control, you just pretty much win the game, or you're forced your opponent to use an enchantment removal, which is few and far in between. You know, it's really scarce. Nobody is really main decking enchantment removal right now. I mean, a lot of people are starting to put to main deck enchantment removal, but if they do, they put like 2 copies, so they're unlikely to draw it. Most of the time, you are gonna get insane value from the Phyrexian Arena before it, you know, get destroyed or get exiled. So, really good card, insanely good against aggro. And of course, we got the new card, Atomic Wielder of Law. This card is crazy good. I cannot even stretch enough how good this card is. We only run 2 copies because we need room in our deck for other cards, but this card is basically crazy. 3 mana, affinity for Planeswalker, so he costs 1 less for each Planeswalker you control. So if you have 1 Planeswalker on board, he will cost 2 instead of 1, which is phenomenal. He has Flying and Vigilance while having a 2 and 4 stat line, which is crazy because, again, flying is insanely good keyword right now, especially in the current meta, because you have so much flying units running around right now, and having a flyant big chunky boy like Tomic, which have 4 health, which is insane, you can block pretty much everything your Esper opponent is playing. So yeah, Tomic is crazy good, and also he has a really nice effect. Whenever an opponent attacks with a creature, if 2 or more of this creature are attacking you or planeswalker you control, which, you know, what's going to happen? Basically, if your opponent is attacking with 2 or more creatures, that opponent loses 3 life and you draw a card. Insanely good effect. You basically punish your opponent for attacking you, you draw a card, he loses 3 life. Crazy powerful effect, insanely good. This card, I adore this card. It's so much fun and it's so good against the current meta. It's actually crazy. In terms of removal, what do we have? We have the Shelly's Edict, 3 copies, cut down, and the most recent addition, March of Otherworldly Light, simply because I felt like we need way more artifact removal, because there are a lot of artifacts running around right now, mainly the Forge, everyone is running Forge, so yeah, 2 copies of March of Otherworldly Light, just to have, you know, alongside Lauren of the Third Path, and also, it's just a really good removal. It's so flexible, it's so versatile, so I mean, why not run 2 copies of it? It's so crazy. It's crazy good in every single situation. And the final and last card, the Outrageous Robbery, 2 copies because this card is giga nuts. Just wins you the game against every single control opponent and also mid-range and whatnot. The only reason this card is useless, the only decks it's useless against are aggro, and that's why we only run 2 copies. We don't run like 3 or 4. Simply because of aggro matches, but we do have more copies on the sideboard. Crazy good card. If you're against control, you save your mana, you wait for them to cast like Memory Deluge and basically be tapped out, and then you Outrageous Robbery for like 1,000,000 and they concede. That's basically it. Card is insanely good. One of my most favorite, if not the favorite card from the new expansion. Crazy, crazy fun card. I love this effect. Just, perfect. And that's basically it for the main board. Now we can, by the way, these are the lands if you want to see real quick. We have 3 Myrics and 2 Field of Ruins, basically just a deal. The rest you already know, 4 copies of each land, which contains Orzhov mana. Crazy good, yeah, insanely good lands. Myrics, by the way, is really good with Planeswalker, which just, you know, on a side note, keep this in mind, because you're gonna stall the game and you're gonna create Myrixes. So, really good with this current deck. And for the sideboard, oh, the sideboard is like this. Okay, let's go vertical for the sideboard. So, sideboard, we got 3 copies of Soul Search, insanely good card, really, really crazy. You get to see your opponent's hand, you get to exile, not discard, very important distinction in the current meta, because there are a lot of graveyard synergies. You can use it on a Memory Deluge, and it just, poof, it's gone, really good. And also, if you use it on a cheap card, you get some value out of it, which I think is really, really nice. Now, Knockout Low, 3 copies, because we can't hate aggro enough. Phyrexian Arena, 1 more copy, just in case we are against a control player or a slower type deck. We can slap this on and have some insane tempo. 1 more copy of Cutdown, again, we hate aggro. 1 copy of Duress, which I might just cut, but I feel like if we're playing against control, we really want to ruin their life. So I put Duress in instead of another Soul Search, just to have, you know, a cheap alternative, which is really great. Destroy Evil, 1 copy, just in case we feel like we need more removal and more enchantment removal. Shelly's Edict, because it's so great. 2 copies of Unlicensed Hearse, which is a recent addition. I actually did not have this card on the sideboard until I lost to a graveyard-based deck. And then I realized that I really need the Unlicensed Hearse because it's really good. I only had 2 copies of Rares left, so I made, you know, this card. But you only need 2 copies. You don't need more than that. And basically, opponents just concede wherever you play this. If your opponent is playing a graveyard-based deck and you play Unlicensed Hearse, they just concede. It happened to me multiple times, and it's super funny when it happens, and it happens basically every single time. 1 more copy of March of Otherworldly Light, because again, crazy good card. And 1 more copy of Outrageous Robbery, like I said before. If you're against a slower deck, you can slap this copy and just demolish, just outvalue your opponent like that. Crazy good card, and insanely fun. while, you know, being crazy good. And that's pretty much the entire deck. We went through every single card. In terms of playstyle, I assume you already know, if you're against aggro, temporary lockdown, and if you are against a slower deck, you can afford to play Planeswalker. And the good thing is that nobody has a way of dealing with Planeswalkers outside of Shelly's Edict, so they are really good. Most of your Planeswalker are gonna stick, but you are gonna face a lot of aggro and mid-range deck. Nobody's really playing control right now outside of Azorius. But honestly, I almost never encountered an Azorius matchup. Most of the time I was against aggro or mid-range, that's it. Everyone is on Boros right now, and Esper, that's literally all that everyone is playing. It surely feels like it. I don't know if it's the matchmaker or anything, but it feels like every single opponent I faced was either... Well, I did face a Golgari opponents, you know, but it was few and far in between. Most of the time, every opponent I had was Boros aggro and Esper mid-range. So be ready, you know, mentally prepared. You are gonna face a lot of those, but if you played ladder, you already know that. You already know. So this deck is pretty much insane against them, because I have built this in mind where I'm gonna face those decks. But that's pretty much it. We rambled for like 15 minutes. Oh, that's a lot. I tried to keep it under 10, but I couldn't stop talking. Shame on me. Hopefully you guys didn't give up and reached this point. But if not, you can always skip to this game, to the games. I have the timestamps in every single video I make, in every single description. So that's pretty much all for now. So I really hope you guys will try this deck for yourself, because it is super fun to play. But that's all for now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Nice. Going first. Is that a 6 lander? Well, I'm gonna mulligan to 2. Okay, well, we actually got 3 lands somehow. That's not usually how it goes. Surveilling into another surveillant. I actually like that. We are against aggro, so yeah, we should be careful. Yeah, I know we're against aggro because literally everyone is playing aggro. Straight to the dumpster. This won't see any play. But at least he didn't have anything on turn 1, which is great. So, Harvester moment. Well, there could be multiple type of Rakdos decks. So, right now, let's play the arena. Let's greed a little. We are going first after all. Well, you have to take the March at least, so I guess that's something. What? You took the Wandering Emperor? Why would you do that? Uh-huh. Am I lacking mana for something? No, I have all the mana, so let's play the lands that you've seen. Let's wait for him to attack. Uh-huh. So, 2 mana, right? 1, 2. We pay. I get my Emperor back. He replays the bat, which he clearly saved in his hand. Do it, man. What? Dude, whoa, that's... Okay. I guess let's go for black mana. We do have the Vraska in hand. Oh, wow. He didn't have the bat, that's crazy. I'm killing myself, so I need to be careful. Let's main phase Emperor. -2.
My people must contend with me.
Now Shelly's Edict will kill the Emperor, but it's fine. Or Lightning Strike, yeah, whatever. We knew this was coming, that's why we chose to exile and gain life instead of the unit and trade. Now we do have Takenuma, which is pretty awesome. And I am drawing constantly. Wow, he still doesn't play anything. Wow, I'm flooding Giga hard. It's actually crazy. Played Vraska. Let's draw and proliferate.
Patience.
What? Oh my god, we're flooding massively. Dude, my Field of Rain, the Field of Rain. Shame on you, dude. You don't do that. There are rules against that. Wow, we drew really poorly, but our opponent also drew really poorly. So that's actually play to our favor. Thank God we actually had the arena. I would have lost without the arena. I just giga flooded, but it seems like he did as well. Yeah, he threw a mountain. What a sick art. Okay, there's the Carnador. So it is Rakdos Discover. He whiffed. Perfect. And I got a Shelly's Edict. And I got a Lily. I guess we're gonna Lily. I guess we can
help, but I'm taking
we can actually Shelly's Edict. We can actually +1 up in here. Obviously discard this. Naturally play the Surveil. Have a land on top, no thank you. And Duran Proliferate. And then we can -6 the Lily next turn. I think this is the right play. Deep Cavern Bat. Ah, man. I just drew the Emperor. This sucks. I guess I can make him sack. But I can also -6. Okay, I have nothing. Yeah, you got my land. So, he flooded. That's for sure. But I flooded also. The only difference is that I had the Phyrexian Arena in my opening hand. That's literally the only reason I won. I would have lost any. Wow, dude, really? Okay, that's huge. The Emperor is actually huge. I don't want to kill the Lily. Let's make him discard a card.
You won't be outsmarting me.
He discarded a land. He's still flooding. That's crazy. So we have the Emperor in hand. What? Dude, what? Everything's a land. Are you kidding me? Okay. Ah, we got a Sunfall. But I guess we're still gonna use the Emperor, right? Doesn't really matter. Harvester moment. It's so funny, we can actually use the ultimate on the Vraska, but it doesn't really do anything. I guess we can just Sunfall, right? But it's more fun to Emperor. So let's do that. Let's gain some life. He's going to concede anyway. Yeah. Nobody wanna get like the Lily at a -6, bro. No, nobody. Yeah, it's clearly playing Rakdos Discover. Obviously flooded like crazy. So knowing that he plays Rakdos Discover, I guess 2 copies of Outrageous is fine. I want to steal everything he got. The arena won me the game, but I'm not even sure I want to keep it. Temporary Lockdown is good. He has a lot of bats and stuff. Cut Down definitely need to enter, right? And Shelly's Edict, they got a lot of powerful stuff. Farewell is good. Not sure about the 2 copies of Sunfall. Knockout Blow is actually really great. Maybe... Nah, Cut Down just works just fine. I do want a Soul Search. Hearst doesn't do anything. It's not really a graveyard deck. Damn. I guess Atomic is unnecessary. Right? I mean, it's not really necessary this matchup. We can put Soul Search in, which is way better. Liliana I thought was effective, so I'm gonna keep her around. Sarinkaya, Ashiok for well. March. I don't think they run any artifact or something, so just go for this. And maybe we will put 1 more copy of Sunfall just in case. That's it. I think this is fine. It is Rakdos Discover, after all. This is a very powerful meta contender. We have to put our heart and soul into it. I'll keep. Yeah, it's a nice hand. Even though it's 2 pain lands, which I don't really like. Oh, this is great. Play a tap land right now, so we won't have to cry whenever we tap for mana. Well, rest in peace to my, I guess, Soul Search. Now I'm guessing, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Unless he has 2 of these. So it's either Temporary Lockdown or Lily. It did take the Soul Search. Okay. Caves. So he knows about the Temporary Lockdown. I'm assuming he's not going to play into it. which is phenomenal because we're just gonna Lily if he leaves an empty board. Yeppity yep. So he's gonna kill her anyway. We're gonna instantly -2. He's gonna lightning strike or something, which is totally fine with me. I don't really care. She has 1 health. Well, 1 loyalty. Use the trumpeting. That's good. That's actually even 10 times better. And we do have the soul search, which he knows. I think he knows is coming. Oh man, the Field of Ruin again. Okay, yeah, I have to drop Kaya, right? Yeah, at this point, dropping a Kaya on an empty board is massive. Absolutely massive. And we're gonna +1 for a unit that has flying that can block into a bat. She starts with 4 loyalty, that's so good. I mean, feel free to destroy the Mirrex, I truly do not care. What do we need? We need black source. More than white source. So now we have infinite units. I love this Kaya so much. She's so cool. Oh, we have Bitter Triumph. That's it. Okay. We got a unit out of it. And again, it can block into the bat, so I don't really care. Take my soul search, my man. Or the Shelly's Edict, yeah, sure. Let's see what you got there. What you were hiding from me? Caster removal. Oh, we made him use the trumpeting. We made him use it. So I guess we can temp. We do take 1 damage. But it's fine. So basically battle of the top decks already. Ah, I got more temporary lockdown. I do have a Mirrex for now. So yeah, we passing. Takenuma to return the trumpeting. So he's gonna play it, yep. Let's see what you hit first. Bitter Triumph, I really do not care. Before I create a Mirrex. Sunfall is kinda cool. Sunfalling here for a token that's worth 2. I think there'll be better opportunities. Let's do this for now. And just attack. End the turn. Sorin. The Mirthless.
No cost is too high.
Okay.
You
deal with this annoyance. Yeah, we sacrifice a Planeswalker for sure because we have the Sunfall in hand. Let us... Ah, man, why don't I get a land? I really want a Mirrex. I really want a Soul Search as well. Wait, no. It's fine. I just want a Sunfall. I need 1 land to Mirrex. 1 land. Damn. I'm guessing maybe the temporary lockdown isn't that great. Thought it was way better for some reason. So yeah, we're gonna Mirrex. Oh, thank God. And this is the Sunfall we all been waiting for. And before we animate the token, we're gonna deal with the Patron Triumph with the Soul Search. But for now, we just make the token. He did get a land. Dude, how many lands are you running? How are you flooding this hard? This is totally fine. So, soul searchable moment. You want to cast it on yourself, feel free to. Now we animate. We attack the Sorin. You have to defend, that's good. The Wandering Emperor top deck is crazy. So I just need not to top deck like an Itali or something. Ah, man. This one sucks. Okay, maybe we'll make a misplay and he will double block. We start with attacking. If he double block, it's gonna be the funniest thing ever. That's game. Yeah, that's game, brother. Enjoy the first strike.
Feel the energy of death. Then God, show them how
Ooh.
we greet our enemies.
Oof. Big oof.
Know that I will not.
If that's another Sorin. What? Oh my god.
Violence is necessary.
Okay. I guess. Yeah, let's temp lockdown. Temporary lockdown -1. He forgot to attack, by the way. Could have attacked.
Let your blade
Just way quicker. Fort Sorin incoming. Land. Damn,
Nothing on
this is a good
innocent
land though.
free.
So we're gonna plus because we want to deal with a Sorin for now.
strike
And
fast
that's even
and strike
restless here. Okay, it's a removal, I guess. Oh no, he just used this. Can we tap for something interesting? Not really. Let's take a white because we are taking quite some damage tapping all of these lands. Okay, third Sorin is finally down. And we do have Emperor, which provide us with insane value. Harvester is a kick. Oh, this was also a land. Okay, at this point I think you're just running way too many lands. Yeah, I don't think you flood this constantly. You're running way too many lands, brother, for Rakdos. No way you just flooded like this. But GG though. Oh, I have a good feeling about this. Ooh. Mulligan. Ah, man, why do I always get 2 lands? Okay, he did Mulligan, which makes me think he's less likely to be an aggro player. So we're gonna take out 1 Wandering and we're gonna go with this hand because we have a Surveil land. Please don't be aggro, man. Whatever you're playing, don't be aggro. Okay, that's Esperable Suspicion. Damn. Okay, I'll keep a cat down. I'll keep a cat down. I was about to throw away everything that's not land, but cat down is so good. Orzhov. Orzhov aristocrats. Let's cast this right now. It's interesting. Let's hope we hit a land. Overseer. So it is. Angels? What is this? Yeah, we're not gonna top deck a land anytime soon. So this is quite bad. Takenuma? Really? I guess he flooded. Oh, Resplendent. It's an angel. It's Orzhov Angel. Oh, nice. We did hit a land. Okay, we have to play the arena because we lose otherwise. Okay, that's Orzhov Angels. That's sick. And whenever that's such a cool card. I love this card, especially as a commander. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under control, you gain 1 life, and whenever another creature will die, each opponent loses 1. Ooh, Amelia, that's sick. That is a sick combo, my man. And she has a ward pay 3 life, which is ugh. I guess we temp lockdown it. We do need a land though. Okay, thank God for the arena. Still we temp lockdown. Just because we can't really deal with anything. We can march, which is really nice. We can march and, you know, discard a Sunfall or something if necessary. Doesn't really seem like it's necessary though. Perfect, perfect. I'm hitting lands. So Sorin into a -2 for the blocker.
I bring war.
And just in case he has
You
removal,
can deal with my servant.
we can march of Otherworldly Light, discarding the Sunfall. Another Overseer. I ended up having more lands than he does. That's crazy. Thank God for the arena. Such a phenomenal card. So, in case he casts a removal here. First strike, whenever you gain life, that combines up +1. Okay. That's a kickable moment. So, we attack Sunfall, right? That is the play. Unless he blocks. And I guess then we can maybe -2 the Sorin. Kinda depends. I guess we'll have to wait and see. First we need to attack. Look at this dino. We are losing life constantly though. But we're drawing. Okay, so first we attack, right? See what happens. Double block. Okay. Then we can Wandering Emperor. +1.
I hope you're ready to lose. I have got new
And
ways to teach
this
you.
guy costs 2 mana. So we can exile him, but we... Ooh. Yeah, let's reveal them. So everything will survive. Ugh. I don't want to lose 4, but I have to. I really want to draw.
Are not for the weak.
So we can just survive whatever attack he's going to make, which is fine. Playing against a healing deck, dude. Splendid Angel. There it is. So we just let this attack go through, right? I don't think we really care.
Back off.
And now... Oh, that's what a draw. Well, first we attack. We need to gain some life. No blocks. I Sunfall. Now -2. -1. And we can animate on the next turn. Nice draw. Kick a G. Another Overseer. Nothing that we cannot deal with. So let's transform. Yamelia is such a cool card. She's giga busted in, I think she's banned in Pioneer. She's giga busted in other formats. Let's play the creature land. I guess, yeah. Okay, I realized, you realized. I don't think we even need to sideboard that much. We definitely need the cut down because he's playing some really weak units. Shelly's, I think it's also fine. I don't think Outrageous Robbery is that good in this certain matchup. I don't think he has anything worth stealing. Unlicensed Hearse is also unnecessary. I think our entire deck is just generally better against them. You can't really see the sideboard. Let's do it like this. So you can see. So this is the deck. And I'm guessing... I think it's fine. We're on 60. March doesn't feel necessary. Maybe we can put some Soul Searches in, but I don't think that's even needed. Yeah, let's just skip. Let's just skip. Maybe Lauren isn't that great, so we can take her out. We can put March. And maybe one more Outrageous Robbery, sure. Just to have a mana dump. Why not? That's it. That is a really interesting match. Okay, that's a good hand. Yeah, that's a good hand. We'll keep. He mulliganed once. Maybe mulligan twice. Didn't. And we do have the Surveillant, which, by the way, the art is looking mad good. So it didn't end up mulliganing. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, only once. So we open with a Surveillant. We have a Wandering Emperor. I don't think we need to. We need a land. so we can bin this one. I'm desperate for a land after all. Yeah, Case of the Feast. I did expect that. Sick. We got this. Takenuma. Yorgo. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under control, you gain 1 life. You gain 5 more life this turn. And sacrifice this case creature card in your graveyard. You may cast a card from your graveyard until the end of turn. That's basically the Yawgmoth's Will effect. Sort of. Oh, there it is. We have temporary lockdown, so we're not gonna edict. Comic is phenomenal. Let's cast him. I have so many flying blockers in this deck, which is so good against the current meta. Yep, there's the Overseer. Ooh, did he crack the case? Oh no, he's only on 3. So we're definitely gonna temporary lockdown here. Yeah, this one has Death Touch. There's nothing I can do. Oh, Sorin is phenomenal. Wait, change of lands. And he has Vigilance, therefore we attack every single time. Vigilance is such a good keyword. It is such an underrated keyword in my opinion. It is so good. The fact that you can attack and stay on the defensive, even though, you know, Wandering Emperor meta, it's really countering it. Still, it's such a phenomenal keyword. I feel like it's not appreciated enough. There's the Amalia we're waiting for with the temporary lockdown. That's gonna have like a million triggers. Knight, oh my god, he's going to concede. Yeah, he's going to concede the moment you see the temporary lockdown. Bat! Okay. Oh my god, she got to 5 power real quick. It's crazy. So we are gonna block the Death Touch unit because we want Sorin to stay alive, right? So we're gonna trade the token or not? Okay, well that's just game, brother. Guessing we're attacking first, right? Let's attack with these two. If he's smart, he'll block. Never mind, he didn't. Oh, wait. Yeah, I have no idea. Sure. We'll take that. But that's a GG, though. That's game. His entire board is deleted. Yippity yip. And that's a Yep Sorin plus. Maybe a land. Ooh. No, we're not. Yeah, we're not about to take 7. Sorry, man.
Nothing on Innistrad
Is free. I hate this line so much. Oh, God. Deep Cavern Bet. Guess what? I pay 2. Wait. Forgot about the mana part. Yeah, the Farewell is not gonna see any play. Therefore, we discard it, we exile it, use it for a resource. You still get to look at my hand, but I don't really care as long as it doesn't take anything. Item new done. Perfect. So now he can't attack into my unit. Let's draw. She read our draw. Yeah, we got land. Perfect. So we got outrageous robbery.
tactics.
Which is insanely good. But Atomic doesn't let him breathe. The stat line is crazy. It's actually perfect. For like 2 mana, 2/4. It's such a phenomenal blocker against the current meta. You literally you need a removal. And cut down doesn't work. Spying Overseer, kick. Oh, the Hive. Okay, that was, not gonna lie, that was kind of unexpected. But I guess it makes sense because it gives your units lifelink. Once you have like corrupted status, your opponent has it. Okay. He attacked with 2. The effect is active. So I guess we're not gonna outrageous robbery like we initially planned on.
Feel the energy of battle.
We're gonna exile you.
Guide like water.
GG. Yeah, he had no chance. Absolutely massacred. Not a single chance. And I think we ranked up. We did. GG though. It was a fun game.